Sam, Jake, and Emily decided to venture into the depths of the forest, hoping for thrilling adventures and unforgettable experiences. The night enveloped them in darkness, with only distant celestial bodies serving as their light in the darkness. Moonlight filtered through the tree foliage, creating an eerie atmosphere. As they delved deeper into the woods, they felt the moist, cool air filling their lungs, and the rustle and whisper of leaves seemed like mysterious voices of nature. But when they stumbled upon a flickering light in the distance, curiosity overcame fear, and they decided to approach. Approaching the source of light, they sensed a strange aura about the place. The air was charged with tension, as if the forest itself was watching them. And when they finally reached a small clearing, their hearts froze in terror. In the center of the clearing stood a circle painted in black, and around it, people in hooded robes were chanting something in an unknown language. Sinister figures, shrouded in darkness, seemed like phantoms from nightmares. "We need to leave," Sam whispered, but his words were drowned out by the sounds of the night. But then something happened. Time seemed to freeze, and Sam turned around to check on his friends, but they were nowhere to be seen. "Jake?" Emily, his voice trembled with fear. But there was only emptiness in response. Sam turned back to the circle of Satanists, but they were gone. Only the eerie emptiness of the clearing remained, and in the darkness of the forest, sounds could be heard from different directions, as if someone or something was lurking. Rustling leaves, muffled moans, sounds as if something large and ominous was approaching. "We have to leave. Let's run," Hurry shouted Sam, but none of his friends answered him. And all he received in response was a sinister laughter from the darkness. Sam realized they were not alone in this forest. Something sinister and dreadful awaited them among the trees, and they were prisoners of a nocturnal nightmare, from which there was no escape. They ran through the maze of trees, but the further they went, the denser the darkness became. Tree trunks seemed to shrink, resembling hands ready to snatch them and drag them into the abyss. And then, in the darkness, Sam heard the voices of his friends. They were calling his name, pleading for help. He dashed forward, despite the looming threat, despite knowing that each step led him deeper into this nightmare. But when he approached, his heart stopped. Instead of his friends, he saw only a shadow, motionless and lifeless, and he realized they would never return. That this forest had swallowed them, like it had many others before them. Sam was left alone, fighting for survival in this world where reality merged with nightmare, and every whisper of the wind could mean death. And so he continued his journey through the labyrinth of trees, hoping to find a way out of this hell, where sinister shadows reached out from the darkness, and his own nightmares came to life to haunt him until the end of his days.